What is learning? In the opinion of Peel, learning is a change in the individual following upon changes in his environment. Peel, however, emphasizes that each and every change in the environment is not learning. If a person falls unconscious in a motor accident, then it is not learning. According to Peel summarizes the process of learning as under the first is learning is not a reflex action. It means that winking or withdrawal of leg when knee is struck is not learning. These are psychological action which a person automatically performs. The second is learning may be for conscious purpose or it may be for biological and social adjustment. The next is through learning in a person, permanent or temporary changes are produced. The fourth is it can be for adjustment or maladjustment. It can create a socially adjusted individual or it may give rise to antisocial behavior. Learning may be right or wrong. According to Gang, learning is change in human disposition and capability which can be retained and which is not dependent only on the purpose of development. This definition has four implications. The first is learning is change in behavior. How? Most of our behavior is habitual. We go on repeating what has been learned in the past and retained. But we use the term learning in a specific sense. It is related to the acquirement of knowledge in the learning. Then this implies the change in behavior. Hence, when we say that we always go on learning, we can understand it in the context of acquirement of knowledge in the past. We can consider learning as a human activity in the context of change in behavior brought by it. Now, second is change in human disposition and capability. Two main things come before us. One is that the behavioral change may be a possibility and not always the actually. This means that a learner can change his behavior as a consequence of learning at any time in the future. It is not necessary that learning may lead to dramatic changes in behavior immediately or in the present. Many of our educational ideals are centralized around possibility of change. The second thing is that the change may influence the capability of the person or his will to do things. Many times, teachers view learning in the room from of a capability of change. We must also consider learning in the form of attitudinal change. There take place many changes in behavior, capability, and attitudes which may not last for long. A person during the interview for a post poses as very capable person, but once he gets the appointment, he becomes too lethargic. A person ordinarily a person ordinarily remains silent but when becomes stressed goes on speaking. It is because of this fact that in learning we must emphasize that it should retain the capability or attitude for some time in future. In the end, we may say that the definition by Gange clarifies that the term learning is not used for those capabilities and disposition which are the result of maturity.